Peace and black power, peace and black power, peace and black power. Peace and black power, peace and black power. I hope my volume is good. I hope my volume is good. I hope my volume is good. This is the future, the proud, the real TV, and you know the rest. I'm right black at you. Right black at you. Have a great topic for the night. Great topic tonight. Great show tonight. Great show tonight. The topic for the night is the difference between a truth, a fact, and a belief. I know a lot of you people do not want to hear this, but we have to get to the real. We have to get to the real. We have to get to the real. This is the few, the proud, the for real TV. And ain't really liking that background there. Give me a second here. Let me switch this up a little bit. Let me switch this up a little bit. Yeah, let's go there. We're gonna go here. But this is the few, the proud, the for real TV, and we have a great show for the night. One of the reasons I come with this topic here, my people really need to know the difference between a truth, a fact, and a belief. The truth, the fact, and the belief. If you look at the word belief, look at it. It actually says be lying. Look at it. Look at the word believe. It actually says be lying. If your mental is strong enough. If your mental is strong enough to look at it. See, everybody ain't ready for the truth. Everybody can't handle the truth. Okay? So tonight, great show. We got a great show tonight. This is going to be a great show tonight. I'm going to give a few shout outs. I want to give a shout out to the For Real team. You know who you are. I'm going to give a shout out to Sarnetta's TV, Sarnetta Studios. Give a shout out to Brother Jabari, Unc, the God Killer. And all my brothers and sisters around the world. All my brothers and sisters around the world. As I say, this is the few, the proud, the For Real TV, and we have a great show tonight. Great show tonight. Dealing with truth and facts. This is what we're going to have to deal with as a people. If we're going to do anything, we got to deal with the truth and the facts. Or we're not going to never go nowhere. We're never going to go anywhere stuck on belief. Belief don't do nothing but separate us. The truth can stand alone. The truth can stand alone. I'm going to say it again. The truth can stand alone. The truth don't need no backup. The truth can stand alone. How do you know it's truth? When you back it by facts, not by belief. When you back it by facts. This is the few, the proud, the For Real TV. Okay? If it's the first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell so every time I go live or upload something, you'll get a notification. Even though my notifications sometimes don't go out, but what can I say? You know, that's why I pretty much everybody I have their number or emails, I try to send it to them myself. You know. All I can tell you, let's get into it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna bring Miss Elliott in. And the reason I'm gonna bring Miss Elliott in, I'm gonna bring Miss Elliott in to do my readings for me. Yeah, I'm gonna bring her in to do my readings for me. She's gonna do my readings tonight. She's gonna read the little just a little research I put together. Just a little something I put together dealing with the truth, the facts, and belief. Look at the word belief. Be lying. Look at it. But okay, here we go. I'm gonna send the link to Ms. Elliott to get her in the building because, like I said, she's gonna do my reading for me. So just bear with me for a minute. Let's give people some time. Let's give people some time to get into the building. Um, and then we're gonna jump right into it. Just be patient. And as a matter of fact, once we finish going through just the little research I did, I'm gonna open up the floor for comments. If you want to come in, if you're man enough or woman enough to come and you want to come in on the screen and speak your speech, I'll let you in. I'm gonna let you in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. I'm still learning how to make it stay there. I gotta look that up, try to make it stay there. But I'm about to look it up. I'm about to put it in the link right now. And you should be able to just touch on it and come right in. Okay. Okay, we got Miss Ellie in the building. Hey baby, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, unbelievable. Give me 1 second here. What did I do? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to put this link in the chat. Give me a second here. That's enough. No, okay. Yeah, I did that wrong. Putting that here. Okay, just give me a minute here. Bear with me. I'm a one finger typer, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. I'm a one finger typer. Right, okay. I'm getting it. Just be a little patient with me. So, and it's a slash, right? Slash. G 8. M H E P N. Okay, I think I did that right. 8, that one. Let me make sure. STRYERY.com/XGAWXM Okay, yep. See, I didn't do it right. So I always go back just to make sure.
That's okay.
Always go back. Yeah, that's why I always double check before I try to put something up.
Right.
Okay, so that's the link right there. If anybody want to come in later after we do our little bit of research I did, you know. So how are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm unbelievable. How was your day?
Good.
Okay. what how would you define truth?
Well, for me, truth is eyewitness.
Who's eyewitness?
The person that's witnessing whatever the situation might be.
Okay.
But then too, seeing something, everybody else can see something different. And it's the same situation. It's the processing part that makes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say a fact would be then?
Well, I think a fact would be something that you, once again, you've lived through it, you witnessed it. And it depends on the facts that we're talking about.
We can make our own determinations.
Well, it's about what facts are we talking about?
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I witnessed. I'm just
asking. I'm not going to debate you on it. Okay. Okay. Now, how would you define belief?
The same thing. If I saw it with my own eyes, I would believe it.
See, if you look at the word belief, if you look at the word, it say be lying.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, it say be lying.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Everybody see, everybody is not where I'm at. Conscious wise. Mm-hmm. What I mean conscious is, I ain't gonna say a full understanding of things, mm-hmm. but the way that a way of breaking down things mm-hmm. from research. From research. See, a lot of people stay stuck in belief. I'm not saying I'm not talking about any individual before people pop in. Mm-hmm. I said no names or nothing like that. I said people. Okay? Let me tell you something about the truth. The truth can stand alone. It don't need nobody with it, don't need nothing with it. The truth don't need no backup. Belief, you got to come with all kind of backup to make somebody believe it. The truth can stand alone. The truth can stand alone. Okay.
Well, I would like to say something with that.
I'm not necessarily. Go ahead. I'm done. Go.
Well, I believe instinctively.
See, you said believe.
Well, never mind the word. Instinctively, you will know the truth when you hear it. Whether you want to accept it and embrace it is all up to the individual.
Let me give you one of my sayings. A well-organized lie would be a unorganized truth.
Right.
I'm gonna say it again. A well-organized lie would be a unorganized truth. I'm gonna say it one more time. A well-organized lie would be the unorganized truth. What you got to say about that?
Well, see, this is the thing. If you're referencing,
it's not a debate or nothing. I'm just asking you.
But if you are referencing research from years and years and years ago, then at the end of the day, there is absolutely no guarantees that something is the absolute positive truth because it has been written by a human being. So sometimes in my mind, I think about, we can go as far back as we need to go back, but since I didn't live in that day and that time, I can't always guarantee that it's absolutely without a doubt the factual truth.
No.
So, but I mean, that's what makes us.
I don't agree, but okay. I don't agree, but okay. I'm not going to debate that. Debate that with you, but I don't agree. But what I do agree with what you said is that what may have been let's say the truth, or yes, we'll just stay with truth, and then research from the next day might disravel that truth. You understand what I'm saying? Because we as a people, and this is what's wrong with my people, we don't evolve. And what I mean by evolved, we don't grow mentally. We stay stuck in the same beliefs, the same whatever. We just stay stuck there. We don't evolve. You understand what I'm saying? See, I started evolving. Let me tell you something. Once I got out of all that religion stuff, that's when I really started evolving. That's when my knowledge really started to grow. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, I was stuck in books. And if it went against it, I didn't want to hear it. If it went against what I believe. So I couldn't grow. I couldn't grow. It went against what I believed. You understand? Once I got out of it and started really taking the research for what it was, then I started to grow. I started to evolve. Booby in the house. Hey, Booby, what's up, cuz?
How you doing, Booby? Good to have you back.
Yes, yes. He must have got the notification. I'm glad he probably got the notification, because a lot of times they don't go out.
Right.
But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And this is not to hurt anyone's feelings or anything like that. This is just some facts. This is just facts. Just some facts.
And this is your research.
It's my research, but it's not me. It's just research.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna make it where I can read it? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it big enough so if I'll make it bigger.
Okay.
What are you saying?
No, I was gonna say, because sometimes the whole screen is really like fuzzy, like I don't know, like snowy. I've had that happen. Then all of a sudden it just clears up on its own.
Tell me when is that good enough?
Yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hold on. How about that?
You can do a little bit bigger, because the title is always going to be big and bold.
Right. No, that's why
bold letters.
I meant to be down here so you could see.
Yeah. Okay.
You sure?
It's clear today.
Uh-huh.
Am I going to do the top part first, or you just want to start there? Where are you starting?
Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna read this is the title of it. The truth you believe and clinging to makes you unavailable to hear anything new. Do you understand? Is that what that say? Say that. Read that right there. What does it say? Read it. What do it say?
We ain't even got started and you're showing out.
Just read it.
The truth you believe and cling to makes you unavailable to hear anything new.
Right. Remember, I told you I was there. I've been there. You understand?
Okay.
You understand? See, I have it big. Okay, because see, I can't get this off the screen. But can you?
What is that?
Okay. You know this must not. Yeah, the Facebook stuff and all that there. But can you read that? Can you see that?
Yeah. There's only one thing under the Twitter. Maybe if you go down, make it smaller just so it get past that. Because the Facebook and the Twitter is covering up something.
I know.
Yeah, so you can, maybe if you go smaller, it'll be okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah. So
you can
come
see
down.
That?
Yeah. No, the other way. Right.
Okay.
Right. When we start to become more honest with ourselves.
No. Start at the top. Man. Start with man.
Oh.
We want it all.
Brutal. Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may end up really becoming incapable of doing it. On the contrary, if I have the
Belief.
okay, see, it's kind of fuzzy. Believe that because it's like believe that I can do it shall certainly acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it all in the beginning. Okay, so
who wrote that?
Oh,
Gandhi. That's Gandhi. That's Gandhi. That's Gandhi. Yeah. Yeah, Gandhi.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
So when we start to become more honest with ourselves, we start to realize that there are a number of things we believe that we slow down. We believe that are actually not true, and that beliefs are not facts. In the
No, go ahead.
In this post, I am going to share what are beliefs, where do beliefs come from, what are some examples of beliefs, why is it easier to believe negative beliefs, transforming beliefs. Let's get started. What are beliefs? Let's start with having a look at some of the definitions of belief. Beliefs are an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. I don't have to put the Google in there, right?
No.
Okay. Belief is the state of mind in which a person thinks something to be the case, with or without there being
impractical.
That is not impractical.
Empirical.
Okay. Evidence to prove that some things is the case with fractional certainties. Mm-hmm. Assumptions and conviction that are held to be true by the individuals or a group regarding concepts, events, people, and things. We don't need to put the business dictionary. After reading these definitions, maybe you can see the large majority of our predictions, and that's not right, about life and our beliefs. Yes, including this statement, and these beliefs shape how we see the world. Mm-hmm. If what you believe is actually true, you don't need to believe it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That part, that doesn't seem to be quite right.
No, because you're not catching what they're saying.
That's why I said, yeah.
It said if what you believe is actually true, you don't need to believe it.
Right.
Do you know? Do you don't understand that?
Well, you actually know it.
It exists, all right? So you don't have to believe it then.
Right. Well, you actually know.
When you actually know, you don't have to believe something.
Right.
You know it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, where do beliefs come from? Beliefs can come from many places, including family members, teachers, coaches, media, social, and cultural. They are formed by repeated thoughts, right? And are mostly created in childhood from, interactions with people around us. Okay, so do I need to read that part? You want me to put that? The NB, this is not blaming anyone, particularly our parents. Right. As children, brains are not fully developed. They can take on many beliefs from their immediate environment, as they do not know the difference between what is real and what is not.
Stop right there.
Okay.
No, stop right there. See, that's see, that's why the Catholic Church say, give me your child from 1 to 7, and I have them for life. Because them are the crucial years of your brain being shaped.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they teach you in school. That's why you go in Head Start and everything. What's the first thing they teach you? Nursery rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
Rhymes. You understand what I'm saying? Rhymes. Because they know the rhymes stick with you more.
Mm-hmm.
Just like any religious book. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing. They get you ready for it in school, elementary school when you're a kid. Parables. All your religious books are parables. Go ahead.
Okay. For example, a situation occurs in childhood, in prediction about a situation was made which led to making meaning that led to a thought. The person that believes that thought, whether it is true or not, keep thinking it as other similar situations occur over time. Subsequently, it became a belief. Excuse me?
I said it became a belief. Whether it was true or not, it became a belief.
But can I say this to you?
Go ahead.
As time goes on, whatever you believed as a child, say for example, if you thought that there were monsters in your closet. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
As time goes on, you realize that is not so. So you won't live with monsters for the rest of your life.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that's how you're supposed to evolve.
Well, yes, and people do that.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, people do.
What I'm trying to get my people to understand is you have to make the connection from being a child to being an adult. Mm-hmm. How they get you to believe. And it goes all the way into your adulthood. It still be some things you believe as a child, you still believe as an adult. Some things. Go ahead.
Okay, you want me? You don't want me to do nothing blind. You accept your thoughts. Nothing limits your exceptions, your fears, and nothing controls your. You accept your beliefs.
Okay, here you go. After we do this here, this will be enough. I ain't gonna keep going because I don't want to lose the audience. Okay, but
like I do, right?
Yeah, you go too long. You can't go too long. Go ahead.
Okay. What are some examples of belief? There are many examples of belief that can be generally or specific. Specific beliefs relate to specific areas of life, including money, family, friends, work, health, and fitness. And general beliefs are more global and can relate to many different areas. Some examples of belief that we can take on during this life includes, I am not worthy. Okay, that's interesting. Or I am not worthwhile. I'm not a worthwhile person. I'm not blank enough. Insert pretty smart, fit, rich, tall, basically anything. That's interesting. I don't deserve it, or I deserve that to happen to me as I am not a nice person. I don't.
Stop right there.
Okay.
So you got to remember even that you was taught as a child that when you do something bad gonna happen to you. So when something bad happened to you, you say, well, it was supposed to happen because I did something to such and such, and so I believe this was going to happen because they said it was going to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Only thing I'm saying, I'm not saying this thing is true or false. Only thing I'm trying to get my people to do is just to think. When something bad happened to you, you try to think about something you did bad to somebody else, and you say, well, that's why that happened to me. Do you understand?
Well, I will say this. There was a time in our lives where we said what goes around comes around.
I understand.
And there was a time in our lives when we would say, do unto others as we would have them to do unto you. And that's just simply means if you play fair, you'll be treated fairly.
Not all the time, though.
But no, not all the time. But at the end of the day, there are people in the world who go around and wreak havoc.
Right.
And at some point in your lives, it will come to an end.
Yes.
And other things will start to happen.
I'm not debating.
That's why people have that saying.
I'm not. But see, listen. What you're see, I'm not debating it.
Right.
Only thing I'm trying to show here is where our thinking come from. Is the way our brains has been shaped. Our brains are starting to be shaped when we're born. When we get in school, they're starting to shape our brains. See, in school, and when you go to school, you go to elementary school, high school, then the college. They don't teach you how to think. They teach you what to think, but not how to think. They teach you what to think. That's why everything is a curriculum. Well, what you call it in school?
The curriculum.
Say that again.
The curriculum.
Curriculum. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Because they teaching you they teaching you what to think, but not how to think. That's all I'm saying. This is not a debate or nothing of no individual. Only thing I'm just trying to show is how our brain has been shaped to think. As you say, what goes around comes around. I mean, we've taught that. I mean, you that come in the street. You understand what I'm saying? But in the street, we just say do unto others before they do it to you.
Right. Well, what about? Well, what about this? When your parents tell you if you play with fire, you'll get burned. That's an actual fact.
I'm not saying it's not.
That is an actual fact.
See,
and you start to believe that, and you stay away from it.
Right, but see, I'm not saying anything against anything. Only thing I'm saying is the way the society shapes our brains. That's all I'm doing here. You understand what I'm saying? Just like most people say, well, Top, you just think outside the box. But you know what I tell them? I have made myself the box. Right. So everything else is outside of me. Right. You understand me? I made myself the box. So everything else is outside of me. So I don't think out the box. I am the box. So everything else is outside of me. And so I seek knowledge from any and everywhere. Because I made myself the box. That's all I'm saying. It's no, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm saying is the way they have shaped our brain. That's all I want to do here. It's not to prove to somebody wrong, somebody right. All I'm trying to do is show how our brains has been shaped and how they, go about doing it. That's all. That's all. Because I'm a firm believer, what you give out to the universe is what you get back. I'm a firm believer of that. Okay?
Be a good, bad, or indifferent.
There you go. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm not saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything against anything.
Right.
All I'm showing is how our brains has been shaped. You understand? That's it. And to see when I'm out and about, people say, man, I could never think about the stuff you think about, Top. How you be thinking about that, man? He said, stuff you come up with, I could never. He said, man, you come in here and there's 7 of us and you outthink all 7 of us. He said, because they said the stuff that you come with, it never can enter their mind. And it's because of their mindset. It's the way the brain has been shaped. You understand? You can't get outside of it because you're stuck in it. You're stuck in the box. Your brain is stuck in the box.
But it could be just their comfort zone.
Yes. But see, if you make yourself the box, everything else is outside of you. Then you start grabbing knowledge from any and everywhere. And that starts to reshape your brain. What I'm showing you is how we have been brainwashed. Me personally, I have been brainwashed. I washed all that junk out my brain. I washed it out. See, I'm not brainwashed. I brainwash. I washed all that junk out my brain. Okay? Okay, well, go ahead. Then we'll finish this. Then we'll go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't have enough, and then insert time, support, experience, money, brains. Again, nearly anything here. Okay, there is not. Oh, am I echoing? Sounds like it. There is not enough for everyone, so I will do the right thing and miss out. Going from lack instead of abundance. I have definitely been guilty of this one. It is not spiritual to have a lot of money. I never heard that one before. I don't want people to think I am blank. Insert your own words here. I don't trust myself.
Okay, yes. What he's saying there, spiritual. Most people say most millionaires or whatever are evil people. Yes, they do. They do say that.
Well, there's got to be a reason why they say that.
Okay, but you know why? Because they don't have no money.
Oh.
Most of the time, that's because they don't have no money.
Mm-hmm.
So they figure you had to do something to be evil to get the money. Because that's the parallel of the thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. That's
I think that last statement is pretty interesting. I don't trust myself.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, who says that?
Well,
I definitely don't get that.
Well, it could be in certain situations or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay, let's okay, Booby says some African Americans are under the belief of the American structure that conditioned us to think alike. The colonializers. That's a fact. That's why it's important to evolve mentally to get out of this matrix society. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because that's what it is. It is a matrix. You dig what I'm saying? What you gonna take, the blue pill or the green pill? What is it? Is it blue pill, green pill, or something like that? You know what I'm saying? In the Matrix movie, you know?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't even think I saw a Matrix movie. I don't know.
I never really watched it all.
That's the Will Smith movies, right? Was he part of the
no,
Matrix? Oh, okay.
No, Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
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 You know, I just, you know, this was just something that I came up with, you know what I'm saying? I thought about, and it's just because belief is a hell of a thing. You understand what I'm saying? See, if you look at belief can make families separate. Because I believe this and you believe that. Mm-hmm. That's it. You see what I'm saying? And it, you know, if you look, you can't find not one religion that black folks ain't in. You can't find one. Not one. Not one. You know, I'm you know, I do understand that we are the most spiritual people. Okay, we're the most believing people and the brokest people.
And why are we the most believing people?
I couldn't really give you, you know, I would have to really, you know, go back through my research. I maybe 2-3 years ago, I could give you that answer off the top of my head, you know, but you know, I done went more research different, you know, to it. Like I say, I've evolved. So you go to another level. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. It a lot of it goes back to, if you go back to where we're from, we respected everything. I'm gonna put it like that. Mm-hmm. If you go back to where we was from, we respected the tree. If you go back, killing it on before we got invaded, before they cut down a tree, they would have a little celebration for the tree. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? They had a little celebration because we respected so many different things. Uh-huh. See, that's why they try to make you think that the pyramids, and you see the pyramids, and you see the big lion head, the big lion sitting out front, and they would try to tell you was idol worshipers. So, no, we was not. That's a lie. That's a white man lie. You understand what I'm saying? The lion represented strength. You understand? They put them in front of the pyramids. That was like the protectors of the pyramid. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. That's what that was. We had always had something to represent something. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of our teaching came from the animals. Because you got to remember, we didn't automatically know things. The animals took them to where the water was. They followed the animals. So that animal that took them to the water, they represented that. Mm-hmm. They used the animal to represent that. You understand? It wasn't idol worshiping. They had, like you had I forget the symbol, but it was Shu. Shu meant air. They had a certain kind of statue that they made called the Shu. But if you do the research on Shu and go into the metanetta and break it down, you see Shu meant the air. Set meant the sun, right? Mm-hmm. No. Who meant the sun? See, I used to know all that stuff. I had to go back and refresh myself on it. Mm-hmm. Who represented the sun? Was it? You had Set, and you had I used to know all that stuff. Like I said, I moved on. I can't remember off the top of my head. But what I'm saying is that all that came from spirituality. Mm-hmm. All that was a part of the spirituality. Mm-hmm. You understand? We didn't kill animals just to kill them. Mm-hmm. We killed the animals for clothing. But we didn't kill them just to eat. Even for that animal, they had a celebration for that animal before they took the animal's life. Mm-hmm. That was part of the spirituality of it. Mm-hmm. You understand? We, back at that time, you had to remember, we in Al Cumberland. And if you don't know where Al Cumberland is, that's one of the oldest names for the continent of Africa. It's Al Cumberland. We didn't eat animals. We didn't even eat animals. We had all kind of fruit and everything just hanging on the tree. You just reach up in the iron and just eat. Mm. We lay around in the sun and had jewels, and I mean, you know.
And there were no chubby people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, if you go back to Kemet and see all this, I'm telling you, all this is written down. Mm-hmm. Everything I'm telling you is written down. This ain't nothing else. This ain't nothing I just dreamed up. All this is written down. Right. Your actual first writings was on brick and papyrus. Mm-hmm. Papyrus is dried out leaves. We was writing then. We gave writing to the world. Mm-hmm. We gave the calendar to the world. All you gotta do is do the research. But I'm getting away. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm just I don't know. But I just want to just put I just want to just do a little something on that there, for my people to just do a little. All I want my people to do is think. You understand what I'm saying? If you got to think outside the box, then do that.
Right.
Because that you have to think outside the box before you can make yourself the box.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do research. For years and years and years and years, I was doing research. All I did was just got up 4 o'clock in the morning, did research all the way up to about 9:30 every day. Then I went out and hustled. Next day, do the same thing. Because I was in search of. But if you get stuck, you don't evolve. Look at animals, they evolved. The saber-tooth lion. He's no longer around, right? But you still have lions, right?
Why is he not around?
Because he went extinct. But he evolved. You still have them. They just lions, not saber-tooth lions. Are you getting what I'm saying? They evolved. That's all. What do you say? That's all. I mean, I'm just, that's all. I just want my people to think. That's all. That's all.
Well, you know what? This is the thing. Back in that time that you just got through speaking about, what type of spiritual world did they have?
I just told you. It was the sun and the moon. The sun, the moon.
I didn't know that was spiritual. I didn't know that's what.
Yes. So, it still is in any religious book now.
So did they worship the sun?
No.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
so now,
that's what the white man will tell you. But no, they didn't worship. They knew the sun gave them life.
Okay.
That's what they knew. The sun gave them life.
Okay. And the sun will kill you too if you stay in it. Anyways, the reason why I said that is because the people back in that time had to have some sort of a direction. And I don't know exactly what they labeled it.
I just told you.
But without fail, they had to do something.
The sun, the moon, and the stars.
Okay.
They knew the sun set here and it rised over here. You understand?
Right.
See, they had what you call, I forget the name of it. They had certain stones on the ground set up. Mm-hmm. And that's how they knew day to day to day to day, how it was 30 days or 31 days. Mm-hmm. I forget what you call it. Mm-hmm. I forget the name of it. But they had these things to teach, to tell them these things. Mm-hmm. But then, like I just said, that's how they knew. They knew the sun set, the sun rised over here and it set it over here. Mm-hmm. They studied the stars. The stars didn't go nowhere. They said, okay, wait a minute. So if I go this way, I go that way, but the star's still right there. Mm-hmm.
So now I have to ask you, back then, was there such thing as evil?
It's always evil. Always evil every time, everywhere.
Okay. But what exactly did they call evil?
Now that I couldn't tell you. That I couldn't tell you. That I couldn't tell you what they called it. Right. Okay. I couldn't say. Because what you need to
evil
understand
can be the mindset.
But listen, the first thing you need to understand, you got to remember, even the language we speak right now is a foreign language to us.
I know.
This is not our language. Okay.
Right.
So you understand what I'm saying? So you have to go in and break the words down. Mm-hmm. And break the words down. You have to go into the meta and know how to break it down. Mm-hmm. Do I know how to do it? A little bit. I was getting better and better and better. You understand what I'm saying? At breaking it down. Mm-hmm. Because you got it's symbols, but the symbols represent words.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I know a little bit about that, but not exactly what it meant.
Yeah.
I know about the symbols.
Yeah, the symbols represented words.
Yeah, right. Actually, it represented a lot of different things, those symbols did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, you might have a symbol with a dot on top of it. Like that's where the Arabic came from. Mm-hmm. That's where the Arabic language came from. Mm-hmm. See, everybody came to Kemet to learn from Black people.
Mm-hmm.
We taught the world.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we let them come in and we teach them everything, then they conquer us. Then we have to fight them and years and years and years of fighting them until we get them, get them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll let somebody else in. Because we always...
What?
I don't know. We too trusting. Black people don't have no friends. You need to understand that. The black man, the black woman never had a friend. Everyone came to us, came to conquer us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had so much, we were so plentiful. Everything we had was plentiful. But it didn't mean anything to us. That's why we let them in.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It didn't mean anything. The values that they put on it, we didn't put on it.
Right.
Like the gold, the diamonds and stuff like that. We didn't put values. It wasn't really a value on it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. That's all. That's all.
So now what is it like over there today?
Nah, I don't know. I ain't been.
But
you got to understand, over there is the Arabs that took it over. The Arabs, that's not their land. They're an invading force. Mm-hmm. What they call Egypt now. They are an invading force.
Mm-hmm.
They are an invading force. They just use it to make money now.
Okay.
They use it for business, just like I just told you. Everybody we ever let in conquered us. We let them in, then they conquer us. From the Tom Who's and everybody else.
The who?
Tom Who's.
Tom Who's.
Tom Who's. Tom Who's was the white man in, if you break it down in the Melanetta, the white folks call Tom Who's.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. The Tom Who's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, the Tom Who's. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too much into that though. Because I don't have my literature and stuff where I could really go into, but I can hit some surface stuff, but to really go into, I can go into and show you where religions come from. You understand what I'm saying? You can go into the Book of the Dead. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can go into the Book of the Dead, what the white man called the Book of the Dead, but we call the Book of Coming Forth by Day and Night. Okay. The reason why the white man called it the Book of Dead, because when they broke into our temples and robbed our mummies, the mummies was laying like this here, and in between their arms was a book. Mm-hmm. So when they snatched it off it, they called it the Book of the Dead because they got it off the dead body. But the book is actually called Coming Forth by Day and Night.
Okay, so now,
which is one of the oldest spiritual books in the world. Mm-hmm. The book Coming Forth by Day and Night, the pyramid text, and the coffin text. Mm-hmm. And all them writings was done by you, black sister.
Okay.
So and that's where the white man got his information, and the Arabs and everything got their information to do their thing, and they conquered us with it. Go ahead.
So now, with that being said, when people die in that country, what is their belief?
When who died?
Whoever died.
Then,
yeah.
They didn't have a belief. So
when people died, it was just the end.
It was just well, no, let me take that back. They really did. We did have a concept of I say going to the ancestors. Going to join the ancestors. That's where they was going. That's why if you watch the movie
Avatar.
No.
Well, Avatar is like that too, though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying the movie where they had the black dude doing the fighting and everything. It was fighting in Africa. They had the hitting what's the name?
Oh yeah, but I know what you're talking about. I can't call the name. Yeah, because the actor died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. But even if you seen that there, remember when he died, he went and seen the ancestors. Remember, he seen his father, he seen everybody that had died. And they was telling him they was telling him, well, you're going back. You're gonna need to go back. You're not finished.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready to join us yet. You're not, your job is not done.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but that was just a movie. But I'm just saying that's where that concept they got right there came from.
Mm-hmm. So do you believe there is an afterlife?
I really don't. I think you be reincarnated into someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just go on and on and on and on and on. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But I think once you're dead, you're dead. But after being taught that you have two souls, you have the Ka, which is the heart soul, and you have the Ba, which is the body soul. And this is what we believe back then.
Mm-hmm.
They had two souls. You had the Ba, which is the body soul, and you had the Ka, which is the heart soul. And if you look up the word Ka, guess who used the word Ka for heart? The Aristotle. It's in the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But we was using it 2,000 years before the chumps even made a book. Mm-hmm. You understand me? Okay. Well, 31 to 34,000 years before that other book.
What other book?
What
other book?
The Buabai.
And what's that?
The Buabai.
What? You're real silly. What exactly are you talking about? Look at here. If you're gonna put it out there,
the Buabai.
You need to make it very clear.
The Buabai.
Well, what is that?
The Bible.
Oh.
Buabai.
Okay.
But something else I was getting ready to say. But okay. Well, like I said, in order for me to really go real, into that, I would need to have my research. But I just wanted to go over the little few things there, what I'm saying, about truth, facts and things like that there. So me, I go off the facts. I've been out of belief. You understand what I'm saying? Belief means, if you really break it down, it means that you don't know. I don't know. That's what belief means. I don't know. I believe it, but I don't know. I don't know. So that means you don't know. So belief means you don't know. I want facts. I want to see the facts. I want facts. And I want to break the facts down.
So do you believe that
I don't believe nothing.
Wait, hold it.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I want to say this.
I don't believe nothing. There's things I know and things I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't believe nothing.
Okay. So at the end of the day, there's got to be a space in all people's lives where life has made them a believer, a convinced individual. Say, for example, drunk driving. Some people don't believe, and I'm going to use the word believe because that's the only word I can put in there, that they will ever kill someone or they will ever get caught. And sooner or later, something happens to get them caught.
And then that becomes what then?
But they still don't believe it because most of the time they done blacked out.
Okay, well,
and they'll swear that didn't happen.
You got Mike in the house.
Hey, Mike, good conversation. Great topic. Peace, Black Power.
All right, my good brother. Okay, well, let me say this here. I don't believe motherfucking bullets is hot when they go in your ass. I know it for a fact. I know bullets knock meat from your ass, and they hot when they go through your ass. I don't believe it. I know it for a fact.
And you know what? You better settle yourself down, sir.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
You're getting out of control.
I got you. My comment. I didn't mean to cuss.
Right.
But Brian Carter, I'm on. Okay, my brother. Okay.
Hi, Brian.
Okay, all right, Brian. I'm just saying. See, I know that for a fact. I don't believe that. I know that for a fact.
No, I just, you know, at the end of the day, my thought is that, you know, there have been so many things that have been told to us, and so many things that we had to be made to believe. And that's like the only word I can use.
Because you know why? The reason,
because they would say a hard head make a soft hand.
The reason why that's the only word you can use, because that's the only word we've been taught. Okay. That's why I'm going back to letting you know how they shaped our brain.
And what was the other word for belief?
Be lying.
No, I'm saying. You know, you're gonna mess around and be on the punishment. You just showing out.
Look at the word.
I don't want to keep speaking to you about that, sir.
Look at the word though. But go ahead.
Okay.
But I'm just go ahead.
You know, at the end of the day, life will make you something. Even though you don't want to believe that, just like teen pregnancy, it's not going to happen to them. They don't believe it'll happen to them. But if they keep on doing it, this is something that's been told to them, that you could get pregnant. And as you keep on having sex, you're going to be pregnant. And then they still don't believe it. So, I mean, there are pieces in our lives.
They still don't believe it?
Huh?
If you get pregnant and have a baby.
Well, there are so many women that'll say, I can't be pregnant. Oh, I just can't be pregnant. My period is going to come. Okay. They go on like that for a couple of months.
Okay.
Yes. And if she's still having a period,
I understand that.
Oh, she's not pregnant.
No, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Right. So, I mean,
but then out of that, you get truth. You get a fact.
Oh, yes, you do.
When that belly's poking out there, that's a fact there. That's not a belief.
Right.
That's a fact.
Exactly. But I'm just saying it can start off as a.
That's the evidence.
Being a non-believer.
The evidence proves a fact.
Exactly. But you can start off being a non-believer, and then things happen and show you.
The evidence proves a fact.
And everything that our parents told us, you know, we didn't necessarily say, oh, yeah, they're telling the truth. And you know that. And as time goes on, you realize your parents were telling you the truth. Passing on wisdom.
Yeah, let's go.
Passing on experience.
Yeah, right. That's it. That's it.
So that comes down to being told, and you just say, you blow it off. And that's saying you don't believe it. But then as time goes on, you know now. You're totally convinced that what they said to you was the truth. That's how it goes sometimes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, we as human beings, we have all been raised a certain way because of how our parents believed or were taught. There are some parents that do the exact opposite of what their parents did, and they live to regret it. Like, for example, I'm not going to be a strict parent like my mom and dad were. So then they loosen up the reins on their children, and then they turn into monsters. They don't want to deal with what they have now. But had they did what the parents did with them, they would not have lost that control. They would not be living in fear of what could possibly happen to them or someone in the world. So there's a good piece of us that need the knowledge and the wisdom that has been passed on via our parents or our grandparents or the neighbor next door. We do need that. We absolutely need that. So it doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Right, but wisdom comes from the application of knowledge.
Right.
That's where wisdom comes from.
Mm-hmm.
The application of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's true.
That's the definition of wisdom.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. Well, we've been on here about an hour. I just wanted to run a little, just do a little something. I think this came out all right. That's why I wanted you to come on and do the reading for me. And I appreciate you coming on.
And my sister says to me, she does not ever want to hear me say, I hate to read. No matter if you don't get it right, still just keep trying and don't say that you hate to read.
Yeah,
maybe someday I'll embrace it.
I'll be really stumbling, you know what I'm saying? But
maybe someday I'll embrace it. And maybe I'll get me some glasses.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I can't even use that excuse, but sometimes I can still see it and still can't read it. So, you know what I'm saying? What can I say? I'm not that kind of literate. You understand what I'm saying?
What I think is important is that, you can still hold a conversation.
Yes, yeah. Well, even if I put it up there and read it,
still hold that conversation.
Right, because see, even if I put it up there and read it, I can just read it. Even if I stumble through it, I can break it down and tell you what it's saying.
Yeah, right.
You understand what I'm saying? I can still break it down and tell you what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. So now I got to ask you one more question before we go.
Yes.
When we decide, and I'm just saying people in general, when we decide to take away someone's belief, and I mean belief.
I don't want to take away nobody's belief.
Excuse me.
You have to do that work yourself, but go ahead.
Excuse me, sir.
You're excused.
What am I going to do with you? Something is going to have to be done to you, sir. You're out of control. You're running amok.
All right.
So now when we do this to people, you may be surprised at how people spiral out of control. I think that when it comes down to religion, or when it comes down to discipline to a degree, when it comes down to rules and regulations, that they are definitely put there for an absolute reason. And when we take these things away from people, we have nothing but chaos.
Okay. Let me ask you this here. Where did it come from?
Where did what come from?
Religion or whatever. Where did it come from?
Well, see, and that's the thing. I have no idea where the original stuff started.
Because I'm finna tell you.
But at the end of the day, we need people.
We ain't at the end of the day. We're not at the end of the day. We're not at the end of the day. We're right now. We're not at the end of the day. We're right now.
People need something. And if
Who
you
said
take
they
that
need
away
something?
from them.
Who said they need something?
Well,
because you've been taught. Hold on. You've been taught that you need something. All the books you talking about and everything, it came out of man's mind.
Well, I am not talking about a book. I am just
Okay.
only
Well,
saying.
saying.
What I am just saying is that,
Don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you. Only thing I'm saying, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
You got to have boundaries.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have to have boundaries, but guess what? You was born with them. You was born with them.
And guess who set forth those boundaries?
Hold on.
Who set forth the boundaries?
Man did.
No, your mom and dad.
Your mom and dad is man.
I know, but I'm saying we're talking about in the house. We're not talking about in the world. Boundaries were set at home.
I'm saying your mom and dad is man.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's still.
And those boundaries were set for a reason.
It's still man.
Though people still went ahead and did.
Let me just say this here. You didn't come out the womb with no book strapped to your butt.
No.
You didn't come out the womb with no book strapped to your butt.
My brain was blank.
Okay. You didn't. I'm just saying. You didn't come out the womb with a book strapped to your butt.
And I tell you one thing: if we lived in a country of dictatorship,
oh, it'd be great. Because if I was the dictator, it'd be great.
No, I said if we lived in a country with dictatorship, we would all have the same mind.
If I ran this country, if I was the dictator of this country, this would be a great country.
We are not talking about this country.
I'm just saying, period. If I was the dictator of any country, it would be great.
Well,
it would be a great country.
I would be a dead duck.
It would be a great country.
I'd be a dead duck. So let the country be great without me. Because I'm not going to live under dictatorship.
You living up on the 1-9, don't know it.
My own dictatorship, yeah.
Nah, you living up on the you think you're living in a democracy, but you're not.
In my own household.
Listen.
In my own household.
Listen. I'm talking about in this country.
Yeah, I'm talking about my household, sweetie.
Okay. Well, your household is in this country.
I know, but I do what I want to do in my own house.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
You want to break me? You want to break me with some bad news, huh?
You can, if you want to do that, you know what I'm saying? See, there you go. That's going to denial and belief and stuff like that. There, you understand what I'm saying?
No, it's in denial.
I'm
pretty open to a lot of different things because at the end of the day,
I'm not saying you can't do what you want to do in your house. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this country is not a democracy.
Okay, but
I think it is.
But this is the thing. At the end of the day, we as individuals, we have a lot of control over what roads we choose.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and if we don't make good on that opportunity, that's our own fault. It's no one else's fault.
Ain't no question. Ain't no question about it. Because opportunity is there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the only opportunity, see, that's why I don't believe in luck.
Well, there is no such thing as luck.
That's it. But a lot of people believe that.
Yeah, well, they don't.
You see what I'm saying?
There's a thing called what's meant to be.
Yes. Well, not only what's meant to be, it's about having yourself in the right positions at the right time. Mm-hmm. Being in certain places at what time. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
For that opportunity to come there. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
And how do we figure that out?
Because the opportunity ain't gonna come knock on the door.
No, but how do we figure that part out?
Well, try to be around the right people that's trying to go in the direction that you're trying to go in. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's just like if you want to be a millionaire. Or, okay, I'm just use that, then I'm gonna go to something else. You want to be a millionaire, you want to try to go around millionaires. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So you can hear what's going on, so you can hear about opportunities. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna hear about how to be a millionaire standing in front of the barbershop, standing in front of the gas station with a cup in your hand.
No, you won't.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know that.
Okay, it's just like my father and my grandfather had always told me, if you want to be the best at something, you go around the best. Simple as that. That's why when I was a barber, when I was doing hair, before I got out of barber college, I already knew where I wanted to go and where I was going. It was in my mind, I was already gonna work there. Uh-huh. And I knew he was the best barber in the country. One of the best barbers in the country, Mr. Black.
Yes, he was.
You understand what I'm saying? He was internationally known. In magazines and everything.
Okay.
I had already made my mind up when I was in barber college. I used to drive by the spot. I never stopped in there. Mm-hmm. I used to just drive by and look. That's when he had that red Mercedes-Benz drop tops sitting in his certain parking. It was his parking spot right there. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? You see, because I had already had it in my mind, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Once I got my barber license, I went straight there. You understand what I'm saying? When he sat down and talked to me, I didn't put no. I went in there and just was being. I went in there as myself.
Mm-hmm.
I taught my street lingo because I had already knew he was from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because he come up with my father and his, in that era.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They were street dudes.
You walked in with your own plan.
That's it.
And expedited it.
And I went in and just talked the
way. And expedited it.
You understand what I'm saying? But once I started working with him as his assistant, my vocabulary started to change. That's why he wasn't worried about it. Mm-hmm. Because he knew he was the same way.
Right.
When he went up under man, he had owned all that stuff on Superior. Man, I can't think of his name, man.
No.
But he had a barber shop, off the store on Superior. He had big apartment buildings. But that's who he learned the game from.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And he knew it, and my lingo changed. You understand what I'm saying? Because in there we called each other by the last name, Mr. and Mrs.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And my vocabulary started to change because who I was around.
Mm-hmm.
I was with him all the time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I was with him all the time.
You learned to speak respectfully.
Exactly. We was at all the hair shows together. You understand what I'm saying? Then his sons, he had some.
Well, what happened to you?
Huh?
What happened to you?
What do you mean?
All this language you use now.
Oh. What happened to me is I got on YouTube.
Well, look like you need to take some time off because you're going.
I got on YouTube. I got on YouTube. That's what happened to me. But okay, yeah, we're gonna close this on out. This is the Fuse the Crowd Up for Real TV, and I'm Right Black at you. If your first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Tap that little bell so you get notifications, and smash that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumb up the video, and share and subscribe it to your social medias. I'm gonna let you do your little close out. Okay, you can do your close out.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and hopefully you guys will be back tomorrow because tomorrow is my day. And interestingly enough, I've gotten a lot of conversation from Raheem, from Mike, and definitely from Ron in reference to the Black woman and how they perceive us and how we have changed a lot of things about ourselves that's not necessarily attractive anymore. So I think we need to address that a little bit because I think it's important to the guys. I'm always talking about the guys, but now I think it's a little bit, time that we start talking a little bit about, how the men view us. That's an important thing. So hopefully you guys, oh my God, Alan, hi, there he is on the YouTube thingy. Too bad he didn't tune into our channel. But anyway, hopefully he'll do it tomorrow. And thank you guys for tuning in and interesting information today in reference to belief, and we got to figure some things out, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we are who we are, and we all have to enjoy our own comfort zone despite the fact or despite the facts. We have to respect other people's comfort zone. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a great night. Mike, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. I hope my sister tuned in as well.
Okay, before you go, I'm going to say this. This is my closeout.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come out of your comfort zone in order to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come out your comfort zone in order to grow.
And some people will. Some people will.
Yeah, but I'm going to say it one more time. You have to come out of your comfort zone in order to grow. And them going to be my last words.
Well, I'm out of my comfort zone.
Peace and Black Power, everybody. Everybody have a great evening.
You too.
And thank everyone for tuning in.
All right.
Peace
Good night.
Good night.